Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all new to the channel, welcome. I am Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. Today we're going to be in none other than the Legendary Tier American Heavy Cruiser USS Des Moines. And yeah, so I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Legendary Tier as well, so yeah. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, please do not forget to go down there and hit that subscribe button. We post World of Warships Legends content here every single day in the week, Monday through Friday. So make sure you guys are subscribed. And also, hit that like button if you do enjoy this video. And yeah, leave a comment at the end of the video once you guys watch it all the way through. I appreciate you guys very much. So, let's jump right into this. So, USS Des Moines, obviously, it has 203mm guns. You've got 9 of them. 8-inch guns. Very nice indeed. Gotta love it. Now, you've got 6 8-inch guns forward, and you've got 3 aft. Now, the reload on these guns is about 5 seconds base. You can get that down to 4.5 if you have the right commander build. Obviously, I am running Norman Scott, level 16, Legendary 4. I also have on my inspirations, I have Francesco Membelli for the extra reload, and of course I've got Nikolai Kuznetsov for the extra range. And the stuff I also have on, I think it's Beyond Range, Igniter, Punch Through, Fixated, and Refill Station. So, that's my build. And I think the mods I have on are Aiming Systems, Propulsion, I also have Concealment, and I believe I have Main Battery Mod 3. Now, keep in mind, this is the very first match in Des Moines. I literally just got this thing, and I hope you guys do also like the camo I have on it, the space camo I got out of a crate. Obviously, I'm figuring out the hard way that going broadside in this thing, you blow up. And I'm also figuring out how badly this ship turns. The maneuverability on this ship is absolutely and utterly abysmal. It's horrible. Which is why later on, a few matches after this, I actually run a agile build. I completely throw Norman Scott out the window, and I get Shelly Beepley on, and I run my agile build, because this thing, man, it's hard to play. It's a very risky, high risk, high reward playstyle. Everything at this tier except Bregonia can overmatch you. Yamatos, Montanas, Grosser Kurfürsts, Conquerors, etc. You guys get the gist here. Every battleship except the French tier, Legendary Tier 1 can overmatch you. It's a hard knock life for this ship. If you're not careful, you blow up. I mean, if you guys can't tell right now, we're getting shot by another Des Moines, and look how much health we've already lost. I'm figuring out the hard way that this thing is it just does not take hits very well. So I find out that you need to play islands. You need to set up behind islands, or you need to position yourself where you aren't the center of attention. This is a support cruiser. Now, don't get me wrong. In the right situations, you can play this ship aggressively. Like, if there's no battleships paying attention, and you see, like, a destroyer or something in a cap, and the battleships are all effed off somewhere else, you can go in there and deal with it. This ship can be aggressive in certain situations, but you do not, I mean, I repeat, you do not, under any circumstances whatsoever, want to be aggressive towards battleships. Especially ones that can overmatch you, which is pretty much everything. So, you need to be careful in this ship, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, you have 27mm of armor, but that only stops shells up to 15 inches. And that's not including HE. So, keep that in mind. Now, talking more about the shells. Obviously, you've got these 8-inch American guns, and they are the super heavy AP shells. So, they have increased pen. They're very, very good. Very, very good indeed. The HE on this thing, it's pretty standard for the American heavy cruisers. Not too shabby. 17% fire chance on my build. So, yeah, we'll take it. Now, for the AA on this thing, very good. It's nothing like a Worcester. I mean, it's close, but it's not a Worcester level AA. But you've got pretty damn good AA on this thing. AA is pretty strong, I'd say. Carriers definitely have to think twice about it before they decide to attack you. So keep that in mind. And other than that, you've got, of course, your 9.9 kilometer radar, and you've got a couple heals and the standard American sonar. So, to summarize this ship up as easily as I could put it, it's a great ship. In the right situations, this thing is downright disgusting. The DPM on this thing is fantastic. But all it takes is one salvo from a battleship to end your whole career. Like, battleships will have a field day absolutely obliterating you. So I find it that running an agile build is not actually a bad option. Kiting around and absolutely burning down battleships is kind of fun. And of course using AP if they decide to go broadside. AP will absolutely shred battleships. This 8-inch AP is disgusting. So just keep that in mind. Now obviously this is the very first game in the Des Moines. I'm still getting used to it. I'm by no means probably playing this ship well. I got Citadel right off the rip at the beginning of the game because I did not realize just how bad the rudder was. I thought when I was going to get shot at, I would turn in. But the response time on that freaking rudder is awful. Absolutely abysmal. So, this ship is great, but only in certain situations. Otherwise, I'd rather just take out a Worcester. Worcester is an HE spamming beast at heart. And I find myself spamming HE anyway out of this thing, so why not just take the Worcester? I value the Worcester, and not to mention, the Worcester has a bit of 32mm bow and stern plating. Yeah, that's right, a light cruiser can have more armor than a heavy cruiser. Seems legit, right? I know. I freaking know. I wish what they would do is give the Des Moines 32mm and decrease the Worcester's armor down to 27. I think that's how it should be. It would make more sense, but wargaming... making sense? That's not on their agenda, obviously. Now, I said earlier at the beginning of this video, I'm going to talk a bit about Legendary Tier, and I'm coming to that point now. I don't play Legendary Tier as much. Like, I don't like Legendary Tier because of the crap you have to deal with. You've got to deal with, literally, every single game I play at Legendary Tier, there's always like 3 or 4 Yamatos every single time. Either Yamatos or Musashis. Just fill up the lobby. So it's really unplayable. Like, it's unplayable to be a battleship. It's really damn difficult sometimes. It's hard, man. Legendary Tier is a hard fucking tier to have fun in. Pardon my language, but it's true. It's a hard tier to actually have fun in. You gotta endure the bad teammates, shells being whacked, and you gotta, of course, deal with all those pesky Yamato-class BBs that can overmatch you and nuke you through your bow and stern. It's hard, man. Legendary Tier is hard, and not to mention, you don't make any money at Lego Tier at all. Like, so I don't have an incentive to play Lego Tier. Neither do I have an incentive to play Tier 8. I really don't play these high tiers as much anymore. I don't play the game a lot anyway, but I don't play Lego Tier enough, and I especially don't play Tier 8 that much. I mainly stick down at Tier 7, Tier 6s, and Tier 5s, and sometimes 4s. Because Legendary Tier and Tier 8 are just not my thing, man. They're not my cup of tea anymore. I occasionally, when I get a new ship, you guys know it, I'll play it. If I get a campaign ship, I'll play it. I'm not going to get the Kronstadt this month. Don't care about it. Not going to pick it up. Not even going to buy the Admiralty backing. It's not worth my time. But I just don't care about these tiers that much. The only time I ever play Lego Tier, or if I ever play Tier 8, is if I actually get a new ship. So I just got the Des Moines last night, so that's why I'm playing it. But overall, to summarize it up, I don't like Lego Tier that much anymore. I don't like Tier 8 very much anymore. I tend to separate myself from those tiers quite a bit, unless I get a new ship, like I've said. And, of course, to summarize the Des Moines up, I think it's a great cruiser, but it's only good in certain situations. This thing gets absolutely hammered, man. If you're not careful, you die. It's that simple. And I'm sure in certain situations, this thing is absolutely disgusting. You can be aggressive in certain situations, but for the most part, you have to be passive, especially at the beginning of a game, just to get an idea of what's out there. Otherwise, you die, man. This thing does not take hits very easily. It does not. So, anyway, we're coming to the end of this video. We're up to 86,000 damage. That's with just our HE alone. Keep in mind, this is my very first game in the Des Moines, so by no means am I having a great game. But still, 90,000 damage, not too shabby, but we're actually winning this game. I think that's more important. Damage should not be like on your priority list. Winning the game should be. So, yeah. And also, look at the AP damage we're doing this Montana. Remember, 8-inch AP is disgusting. It is disgusting. Absolutely clapping the shit out of that Montana. But nonetheless, we're about to win this game. And if you guys have tuned in all the way up to this point, I appreciate you. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for the support. And that's a battle ended. And we're going to see the battle results real fast, because why not? And yeah, 108,000 damage, 256 shell hits, bunch of fires. And we were 4th on the leaderboard. But if you guys did like this video, you guys know what to do. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.